Hey guys, so what you're about to see is our wardrobe restoration project. It's an early 1900s, they say 1915, 1920 wardrobe. It was locally built by a furniture company, and we bought it from an antique store in Blackshear, and it was a disaster, which when we saw it, we thought it was black. You get it out into the sunlight, and it turns out it's purple. And it's been horribly, pitifully painted with latex paint, purple latex paint. And so I figured, it'd be easy to strip this stuff off. Well, you'll see the process. Underneath the latex paint, there's chalk paint, which just doesn't come off all that easily. So I'm going to explain a little bit of the process, what we're having to do, and just hope you guys enjoy this. So now we got this thing in the back of the truck, and I'm unloading it. You'll see here in a second. My wife is with child, and I'm scared to death to have her lift anything, so kind of sort of had to do it by myself, which is okay because it wasn't all that bad. And luckily, I've got furniture dollies and a concrete shop floor, so everything rolls around really nicely. So ordinarily I use a product called Citrus Strip, but it doesn't really work as well as I'd like, and it kind of leaves. The last project I used it on left a lot to be desired. So I'm trying a new product, new to me. It's called 2-Minute Remover Advanced, and sure enough, 2 minutes, and it takes off latex paint. Chalk paint, not so much. But the latex stuff comes off very easily as long as you just follow the directions. And it doesn't have a strong smell either, so I was pretty happy about that. Let's go ahead and talk about the 5,000-pound gorilla in the room. Yes, I'm wearing plaid pajama bottoms. They were clean. My jeans were muddy. Get over it. So after multiple coats of stripper, I finally just resorted to using a sander to start sanding off some of this chalk paint. And even then, with the sander and 100 grit paper, I can't get it all off. But the piece of wood between the two main there, it's a piece of veneer. So I don't want to sand it too deep. And then, of course, over here we're working on the doors. Took all the hardware off. I covered up the mirrors, which we're probably going to take out and replace with just a solid wood panel, just because the mirrors are just not quite as modern as we'd like. I might turn the mirrors around, put them on the inside of the doors, is what I'm thinking about doing, but still got to talk to Caitlin about it. So what's weird about this chalk paint is you can see the different levels of the depth of the paint. The drawer that's on the bottom is like super bright red, and I don't know if there was no finish on that drawer when they painted that chalk paint on there, but it's not coming up. I would probably have to spend an hour sanding it down just to get beneath the chalk paint. But luckily, we're going to finish this with a solid color, and it's not going to be a stain. So we're not too concerned about it. But you can see here pretty plainly that how that nasty red chalk paint is. It just doesn't like to come up. Even sanding it, I pulled out an orbital sander, used my oscillating sander, and nothing would get it up. So we're just going to end up having to paint this thing. But hopefully you guys will tune in and see the rest of the process as we continue with it later in the week.